I have a question. You really were about that life. A lot of people pretend to be, and you got out of that, and you are a huge success. What would you say to people that are out there with similar backgrounds that want to make their dreams come true and stay in the course?
I think as human beings, everybody has a natural gift and a natural passion, but then you go outside and you get influenced and you feel pressure from what's going on outside. And so, you know, I read one time, like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world?
How'd you come up with the idea to you know, really focus on your core fans?
I think that's one of my, like, natural inclinations, just being a rap fan. Like, I follow artists, and a lot of times, I feel like I'm a real core one of their fans, and I get upset when they stray and try to go, like, do that's outside of, you know what I'm saying, what I fuck with them for. I understand it because it turns for good business sometimes. But I'll be like, you know, you didn't have to really do that, you know? And it seemed like they always end up coming back to what they fans love them for. So I just thought, you know, before I got in the game, I was like, I'm gonna be an artist that stick to my and really represent what I represent the whole way through, or do my best to, and try to find ways within that, you know, to get the big looks and to get the singles and to get the that, you know, turns for good business. But I never wanted to, like, alienate my brand for business. I always wanted to, like, keep it authentic and keep it as pure as I could.
My thing, the marathon, because I'm not gonna lie and portray this ultimate poise like I've had it figured out. Nah, I just didn't quit. That's the only distinguishing quality from me and probably whoever else going through this or went through this or is gonna go through this, is that I ain't quit. I went through every emotion. I went through every emotion with trying to pursue what I'm doing, you know what I mean? And I think that what gonna separate whoever's gonna try to go for something is that you ain't gonna quit. Unless, you know, you're gonna really take the stance if I'm gonna die behind what I'm getting at right now.
It's always gonna be bumps in the road, but you gotta push through everything. Even if you look like a brick wall, you gotta go through that motherfucker. Cause, you know, it ain't no stopping every day, you still gotta wake up. So, you know, motherfucker gotta just stay down with their grind. And number two, you know, the company you keep has a large influence on the situations you bring to yourself. So, you know what I mean, whatever direction motherfuckers is heading in, whether it's, like I said, rap music, production, 9-to-5 life, whatever it is, you gotta surround yourself with people that's like-minded and that's focused on the same goal you focused on. You know what I mean? Birds of a feather flock together.
And that's something you don't hear a lot about in hip-hop and with rappers and with, to be honest, just people or black people, period.
Hip-hop generation. Most definitely.
Can you express to people how important it is to read? Because I personally think that if you read, even if you didn't finish college or this, that, and the third, but if you read, you can educate yourself. Can you express that to the people out there?
I feel the same way, bro. I didn't really graduate high school. You know, I left early when I was like 14, but I was always, you know, had books around me. My mom always, you know what I mean, kept books in the house, and it made it important that I was well versed.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a habit I just kept as I grew older. And I just read things I was interested in. You know, I started off reading magazines, you know what I mean? That's how I learned about hip-hop culture outside of LA.
Right.
By reading like XXL and The Source, hearing about classic albums from other places and all that.
Right.
And then, like, anything I was interested in, I read the magazines about it.
Right.
And I just started getting into books. And just like you said, a lot of my best ideas, a lot of my business savvy, which you know, I ain't the smartest dude, but I know what I know. You know, came from books. Like, I read books about the industry. I read books about the deals that was done in the industry.
Right.
And these dudes, you know, held out and made certain decisions that empowered them for the rest of their career.
So, man, what brings you up here, up and coming, and, you know, how come you're not blinging and having all kind of crazy diamonds and all that? I guess you here to get your money right, huh?
All the time. I mean, you know, all that is cool for the image and all that, but all them is liabilities, you feel me? I'd rather invest in some real estate, you know what I'm saying? Something
wait, can you repeat that again, man? You're up and coming artist. What did you say you want to do?
I say invest in some assets as opposed to trick off my money on some liabilities like diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Cars that lose value, so you drive them off the lot.
So you're trying to get land.
Exactly, homie. A real asset. Take care of my peoples, cause you know it look good, but at the end of the day, you losing value, homie. It ain't appreciating. It's depreciating. It's losing value.
What do you think? Why do you think it's so hard for people to get that message? You know, I mean, one half you get guys that say they got to impress the females. Female ain't trying to talk to you unless you blinged out. On the other hand, you got other people feel like they got to show up to the homies and impress them with their riches. I mean, what do you think is how do we get that out of that mindset?
I mean, I feel like that's insecurity. Material things ain't nothing, you feel me? At the end of the day, it's who you is, you know? You wasn't born with it, you gonna die without it. So if you feel you need some diamonds or some jewelry to get out of female, it's because you feel you lack something within yourself.
I mean, I read something that gave me a perspective on that. It's like this whole thing, we look at life like it's about what you can get from life. And I think, you know, I read something, I was like, that's not what it is. You're gonna always be unfulfilled if you look at life like that. It's about knowing you're gonna leave one day. And, you know, when you leave, the only way you're gonna be fulfilled is if you know you gave everything you had.
Really, though.
And you emptied yourself here. And you left it all here, because it's temporary and you got a moment, you know?
Right.
So I think that for me, it's like, I got kids, I got a daughter and a son.
Right.
So, you know, you gotta factor in your kids. You can't just all the way commit yourself to your cause.
Right.
You know, you gotta make sure that you're there for your kids. But outside of that, I wanna be in this thing until, you know, I'm out of energy, till I don't have nothing left to contribute.